We're so excited to be here with all of you, and we will go ahead and get started. So our agenda today is to talk a little bit about who we are, what we do, and how we help brands of all sizes move to selling digitally. Next, we're going to talk about how RepSpark and PGA are together and how it can be used if you're going to be at the PGA show in person in Orlando. We will be there too, so we hopefully will have the opportunity to meet all of you there. Next, we're going to talk through how you can use RepSpark in tandem with the virtual side of PGA Connects during the show as well as post-show. And then kind of next steps for all of those who are interested in getting some more information about PGA Connects or RepSpark. So a little bit about us, if you haven't heard of RepSpark, we are the leading provider of digital solutions for B2B wholesale e-commerce. So we connect the brands through sales reps or distributors or direct in-house sales to retail buyers. Retail buyers could be golf shops, could be pro shops, could be retailers out in the world, big box retailers, etc. We allow you to be designed to be personalized, intuitive, and intelligent, again, to drive brands to connect and collaborate with their buyers. We facilitate order placement, digital line sheets, digital catalogs, virtual showrooms, and we will be able to present back key data 24/7. We were founded in 2007 and we're headquartered in Southern California. Again, some features that we have are order management, being able to place and manage orders 24/7, order entry as well, being able to pull back data for reporting like top products, top customers, allowing brands to see who's placing what orders and favoriting different items. We do have the capability for a virtual showroom. So if you're going to be at the show, being able to extend that showroom presence beyond the show or during the show in different ways. We have a full digital, flippable digital catalog, and there is the capability, as we'll go through, to send that digital catalog out to current accounts, current buyers, leads that you may have, export those out to a PDF or provide them digitally as an actual flippable experience, and then also be able to embed your digital catalog directly into your trade show booth. We provide a fully branded online store. We also have the capability to do event microsites, tournament microsites, event microsites, pop-up shops. And then we are fully mobile, whether you are using an Android or an Apple device. Just a little overview of what RepSpark is doing in the golf community. We do partner with many of the top brands to provide their order entry system. We are a proud partner, vendor partner for the PGA Show. This will be our second year in a row, and that's what we're going to be focusing on today. And we also are partnered with the AGM, which is the Association of Golf Merchandisers. And with them, we're working hard to educate the buyers in each of these pro shops, retail shops, etc., for them to be able to utilize RepSpark for you with the best of their capability. We also do have a community. In this community, it is a connection of over 24,000 retailers and brands. And really, it allows you to promote and connect your brand to these retailers. So as the brand logs into the retailer logs into the community or the buyer, they can search for brands by gender, industry, category. They can be searching for your brand specifically. They can be seeing new brands that have joined the community and be requesting access to shop from you as a new brand. They would be able to access this from a single area. And again, the goal with RepSpark and PGA Connects is just to allow you to promote and make connections to streamline that buying experience across the board. There are two different packages. So There is an Accelerate package, which is really focused on the digital catalogs. It gets you up and running very quickly, and this is the product that we promote in tandem with PGA Connects. So quickly you can sign up. You would have free access to create a digital catalog, to be able to present your product in different assortments, embed your catalog into the PGA booth. This one connects directly into Shopify, or you can use Excel spreadsheets to populate this version. And it's really great to be able to offer that digital experience, to focus on sustainability, to focus on the community, either while you're growing. So this is a great package for the smaller brands, or for some of the larger brands that may be listening. It's a great package to start with, to at least be up and running with that digital experience during the trade show. So again, we'll go through in person as well as post-show, but it's a really great way to get up and running with a digital catalog that is shoppable, etc., virtual showrooms, and then also to have that mobile app. These are some of the Accelerate clients that we have currently. A lot of them are in the community and also using it with PGA Connects currently. The other version that we have is our professional and enterprise version. Again, you could start with Accelerate and then move to the enterprise and professional if this sounds more exciting. But this would allow you to capture and send back embroidery. It allows the buyer to customize that product during the order entry process, using a whiteboard tool to showcase the product in different ways, overlay the retailer's embroidery onto product, stack images, etc. So the professional and enterprise would be connected to an ERP system like Apparel Magic or NetSuite, just two examples there. And it also supports the event microsites. So you can create custom events or custom sites for whether tournament events, member guest events, or pop-up shops during the holidays. These are some examples of our professional and enterprise clients that we support here in the golf industry. We're really excited. JDX and Sparms and Catherine Way were some of our newest ones that have come on board and are going to be going live soon as well. So it's been exciting to see all of these golf brands uniting in the community. So let's talk about what you can do with RepSpark if you are going to be in person at the show. So like we said, we will be at the show. Hopefully we can meet some of you as well. But how can you use RepSpark, whether you are just going to use that Accelerate version, that we do offer that free trial during the event time. And you can get up and running to be able to have access to these capabilities during the in-person event. So you can present your line digitally. So with the RepSpark tool, you'll be able to present your line, whether it is in a full digital catalog, and I am going to give you some examples of these, whether it's in a full digital catalog or a quick line sheet. Either version will allow you to present your line digitally at the show. So instead of printing out thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of catalogs, you can do this digitally and then send them to your accounts, whether they're full customers or leads post-show as a follow-up. Through the digital platform, you can showcase your line, like we said, through digital catalogs, or you can make virtual showrooms. With this digital presentation, you can allow buyers to browse, create favorites list, and shop the interactive digital catalog. So again, and I will be showing this, in the olden days, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you would have your buyer come to your booth and you give them a catalog or a line sheet. You would walk through your product line and the retailers would be sitting there marking their catalog or their line sheet with their favorites, or I really like this, or I want this for delivery 1 or 2. And then they would walk away with that catalog, and as a sales team, you would now be trying to follow up, see what they wanted, see what they were liking. For your merchandise buyers, they would now be trying to figure out what were the most liked products during the show that they need to be ordering, etc. This can all be done digitally now, and I will say that we have a fair amount of brands, both in the golf space as well as swim and action sports, that have fully moved to a digital catalog. So it can be done. But moving to the digital platform at the show will allow you to present that line digitally, will allow your buyers to shop and mark up their catalogs, all the way through to order transactions. So being able to mark up that catalog digitally, move it into a favorites, and then move it into an actual order. So we do have integrations with Shopify, Authorize.net, Adyen, and Stripe if you do want to allow credit card orders. Or if you're working on terms, again, it just facilitates that one-stop order entry directly from the platform to the order entry part of RepSpark. Now, as far as the virtual event, this is where it gets really exciting. So if you're going to be part of the PGA Show Connects, and you've already created that digital asset, again, whether it be a digital catalog or a simple line sheet, or maybe just product assortments. Maybe you're going to make an assortment of all the fashion or all of your staple brands or styles, or again, your women's versus your men's versus your kids. You can make these different catalogs and assortments and then embed those directly into your virtual trade show booth. So for any of you who were part of the virtual Connect show last year, PGA Connects, are going to be this year either in tandem with your on-show presence or at-show presence and your virtual presence. Right within your booth, you're now able to embed, again, whether it be different catalogs, different assortments, bestsellers, etc. You'll be able to put the embed code for the catalog right in the additional video tab. You can add up to 3 different catalogs, which is really nice. So you can make, again, a men's, women's, and a kids, or outerwear, our staple products, etc. And then the catalog will be accessible via the exhibitor dashboard to all the virtual attendees to request access and view. So this is really great because during the show, instead of just having a booth or a virtual trade show booth where the buyer is looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products, you can actually embed your entire digital catalog directly into that booth. And it is a flippable catalog for guest users who, may have never seen your brand before. So you may want to embed a catalog in the booth that hides pricing or hides certain products, and guests can only see these certain products. And then once they log into RepSpark, if they are an actual buyer or a guest, you can allow them to see more and more information as they log into the RepSpark platform directly from the booth. So again, this will allow you within the PGA Show Connects virtual area to showcase your new season, your collections on an ongoing basis by embedding and sharing the digital catalogs in the virtual showrooms on the PGA Show Connects until 2023. I'm not sure how soon you can put them up there once you go ahead and get started with RepSpark Accelerate, but they will be able to be up there until March of 2023. You can also invite your buyers to shop digitally year-round, and this will help them to, again, facilitate order entry and buying, eliminating order errors, and really streamlining that process. And then straight through the PGA Connects as well, you'll be able to show your brand. Retailers can browse, create favorites list, and shop the new catalogs again throughout the year if you continue, or at least until March of 2023 through the PGA Connects. Again, that would be based on your agreement with the PGA Show, but it really allows you to promote and push your products. I'm going to move out. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for just 1 second to move out of this presentation and give you all a flavor of what this is going to look like actual live. So I'm going to show my screen very quickly here. So within the PGA Connect show, this should look familiar to everybody here, but you would be able, they have a whole transact tab. So PGA Connects is going to be driving buyers to move into this transact area. Now, if you are an exhibitor and you have a exhibitor booth in the virtual show, you'll be able, again, to have that exhibitor booth. But if you have the RepSpark Accelerate product and are using that product, your catalogs will be available right here on this transact page, and the different buyers that are coming into the PGA Show Connects will be able to flip through your digital catalog right here on the spot. So if you make your digital catalogs public, they'll be able to click through and look at your digital catalogs. There's a couple different ways that you can use this, and I don't have time to go into it today, but you can make your digital catalogs public, again, and only show certain products. And then directly from those catalogs, the buyers can request access to then move into the more restricted area of your site, where maybe you now have different products, delivery, maybe show pricing, etc. So you do have complete control over what you want to put in your exhibitor booth that may be available for all of those buyers to see, versus what would be behind the RepSpark login for only certain accounts that you allow in to see. And so this is, again, one of the benefits to adding the RepSpark Accelerate to your virtual booth, is you'll be right here on this transact page for buyers to go in and start shopping. And here's some of the brands that have put up their catalogs already. I'm going to hide my screen for one more second, and we can actually look into what some of these brands are doing as far as their digital catalogs. So I'm going to show my screen really quickly. So now we are within RepSpark. This is a brand, L-Space, a bathing suit brand that we have. But directly here within RepSpark, the buyers can move right into looking at one of these digital catalogs. So I picked a really nice one. L-Space has embedded video, etc. But here within the RepSpark platform, this is the type of digital catalog that you can make, whether you are just uploading images and imagery you've already made, potentially outside of RepSpark, or going through actually uploading products and linking those into the digital catalog. So this is an example, again, of a digital catalog here. You can add pages that look like this that are obviously created outside of RepSpark. And then there's numerous templates where you can actually start to add these types of products, product pages, etc. Within the digital catalog, you have the permission to share it. So you could share this out, blast out new catalogs to leads as well as existing buyers. You can export it to a PDF. This gives you a little example of the permissions. So you can make a catalog public, which means anybody could see it, or maybe you just want to make a specific catalog that's available to buyers, or maybe one for guests. So there's all sorts of roles that you can make different catalogs available to. This is where you're able to embed. So once you've made your digital assets, you just take this embed code and you embed that directly into your virtual booth. And now, instead of having that virtual booth just available with a couple products that is allowed, you can actually embed your catalog directly in there. And again, you could be making a different catalog for public use versus behind the firewall use. And then a couple different things here. So as somebody is looking through the digital catalog that you've created, if you want to make it accessible and shoppable, you can do that for different roles within the system. So a buyer can actually come into the digital catalog, see the images. If you go so far as to embed video, you could do that as well. And you could actually embed video directly into here as well. You can show ATS, so you can show what's available to sell. And then you can also show future delivery dates. So with both versions of the platform, whether it's going to be that free trial using Accelerate, It depends on how much information you want to upload. And then for the Accelerate, Professional, or Enterprise version, we really can start connecting into your data to pull it all in. So again, show current ATS, future ATS, all of your product details, product description, etc., alternate colorways that a product might be coming in. You can show swatches, so very close up colors to the product, and wholesale and retail price. Again, any of these aspects can be hidden depending on what you set your catalog up to show. And then the really great thing is, once a buyer has been accepted into your site, you can actually allow them to transact. So they can start to either build a wish list. So I could come in here and start marking up my digital catalog. So we're going to say that this is the Golf 2021 show list. So during the show, and this is available right on an iPad. So your buyers, you can be sitting there during the show, and they could be creating a wish list and then liking their products. They could be adding notes to products. They could be full starring, half starring products, etc. Again, they can add notes. So as you're showing the product, they could be digitally adding notes like love the fit, etc. And the great thing about this is, instead of them walking away with their catalog all marked up, you can actually have all of this information directly at your fingertips. So imagine that I'm presenting the line, and I could go through and be adding these to my wish list. You could also, there's a whole search mechanism. So, if you're showing the line and they're going back and they're saying, I want to see that Fisher again, it would take them right to the page that had that Fisher top. You can go to different pages and you can add tabs. So again, this could be a simple line sheet that your buyers are interacting with digitally, creating favorites list. From the favorites list, then you can export an Excel that just has the products that buyer's favorited. You can send it to them later as a follow-up, or again, they can come right in and create a shopping bag. So that was the favorites list, or I can actually start shopping. It can either make a multi-day order or a single order. And now, instead of doing a favorites list, I can actually be adding this to my bag. So as I'm shopping, I can be adding all these items, as you can see, to an actual cart that I can end with a transaction. And if I know exactly how many I want, I could move in and actually start adding quantity to a cart as well. So again, it gives you multiple options to move into the digital space, whether it's just creating and sharing that digital catalog, whether it's using it on an iPad right in your trade show booth, creating favorites list, or actually allowing that buyer to shop your product. Or again, you could be embedding this directly into your PGA Connect show and keeping your site very, very current as you move through the year from collection to collection. I am going to pause and see if we have any questions for today. And then I'm going to talk about some next steps here. So give me 1 second. Let me pull up my show again. So what are some of the next steps if you're interested? Again, you're going to want to get set up for the show. If you do think that you may be an enterprise or professional customer where we would be connecting into your ERP system or your system of record to pull this information, we're going to want to get started on that. But you can at least get started with the Accelerate product, which again, we do offer a free trial of that through the PGA Connects, our partnership with them. And you'd be able to import products, import images, build these digital catalogs, be a part of the community within PGA Connects and the RepSpark community to really start getting your names in front of a lot of these buyers. So again, get started with your free trial of Accelerate and have all your assets ready, your assortments, and your catalogs uploaded. And it really makes it easy for you to showcase your brand in these different formats. You know, as we're coming to a close here, we would love to connect with you. If this sounds interesting, please feel free to stay back. We have plenty of time and we can answer any questions. If you just want to type your questions into that area, I'll be looking at them now. Or if you want to just type your name and email address that you want more information or for us to go into more of a demo, we're more than happy to do that as well. I will say that we are doing a product demo next Tuesday at 11 o'clock a.m. Pacific time to go more into detail on RepSpark and the order entry and building the catalogs and all of that, so you can see how simple and easy it will be. But it's a really great way for you to extend your on-show presence, at the show presence, with that digital catalog. Again, a lot of those big name brands that you saw are going to be there with digital catalogs, and it just puts you right in line with those brands. Or, to move into the order entry and the transactional piece through PGA Connect and making your virtual space just that much more enticing to these buyers by putting your digital catalog directly into the trade show booth instead of just adding a couple products. So again, if you're interested, we have plenty of time here. I can answer questions, or if you want us to follow up directly, we're more than happy to do that as well. There will be a follow-up for the in-depth product demo next Tuesday at 11 Pacific.